Every morning that same voice again. You're not good enough. You're going to fail. Everyone will see through you, and you hate it. You try to drown it out with distractions, fake confidence, other people's approval, but it always comes back. Here's the thing. The Stoics fought this same battle 2,000 years ago, and they won. They built a kind of confidence that couldn't be broken. Not by insult, not by poverty, not by disaster, not even by death. One of them even practiced his own death every single day, just to prove fear couldn't control him. If you've ever wanted that kind of confidence, untouchable, unshakable, keep listening. Let's break down exactly how they did it. 7 brutal, liberating truths that will teach you how to stand like a stone in the storm. Every point here matters, so don't skip. And when we're done, I want to know which one shook you the most. So where do we start? The first truth is brutal. 1. Remember what is yours to control. Epictetus opened his Enchiridion with a single, unflinching distinction. Some things are up to us, and some things are not. Confidence begins here. Most of our fear comes from trying to control what was never ours. Other people's opinions, the outcome of our efforts, the twists of fortune. What we do control is our judgment, our choices, our actions. That's it. If we master those, we stop being tossed around by the world. We can lose status, money, reputation, and still stand firm. The world becomes less terrifying because it can no longer touch what is most essential in us. The next time someone insults us or fortune turns against us, we can ask, is this mine to control? If not, let it go. That act of surrender is not weakness. It is the deepest kind of strength. It is the calm center in a chaotic world. Confidence starts when we stop playing a rigged game and focus only on what we can truly win. 2. Practice voluntary discomfort. Seneca, one of the wealthiest men of Rome, would sleep on the floor once a month, eating the simplest food, wearing rough clothing, asking himself, is this what I feared? Confidence is forged when we make ourselves taste hardship before life forces it on us. Cold showers, fasting, public speaking, saying no when it's easier to say yes. These are small rehearsals for the big trials. We learn that we can endure more than we imagined. And when fate strikes, we are not broken by surprise. We are ready. Imagine training for war before the enemy arrives. That is what voluntary discomfort is, an inoculation against panic. When we deliberately choose discomfort, we learn to carry suffering with dignity. The modern world sells us comfort as the highest goal, but comfort makes us weak. We cannot grow if we are unwilling to bleed a little. 3. Tame the tyranny of emotion. Marcus Aurelius wrote that the mind can convert any obstacle into fuel. But first we must master the mind itself. Anger, fear, envy, self-pity. These are thieves that rob us of judgment. Confidence does not mean never feeling these emotions. It means refusing to be ruled by them. When fear rises, observe it, dissect it, strip it of its power. As Marcus put it, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Each time we catch ourselves before anger takes control, each time we pause before panic, we grow stronger. Emotional mastery is not a single moment of triumph, but a daily practice. The battle is fought in small moments. The temptation to lash out, to collapse, to quit. Win enough of those small battles and you become unshakable. 4. Meditate on mortality. Nothing makes us small and fearful like forgetting that we will die. The Stoics stared directly into this fact every day. Memento mori. Remember that you must die. This is not morbid, it's freeing. When we live with death in mind, we stop hesitating. We stop wasting time on trivial fears, the criticism of strangers, the chance of failure, the discomfort of trying. All of it becomes lighter when measured against the inevitability of the grave. Life becomes urgent, and courage becomes natural. Seneca wrote that life is long enough if we use it well. and thinking about death are the surest way to stop wasting it. Death is the great equalizer, stripping kings and beggars of their illusions alike. When we meditate on it, we are no longer shocked by it. We can meet it standing. 5. Speak and act with integrity. Confidence is not loud or boastful. It is quiet alignment between what we say and what we do. Epictetus taught that we should not talk about our principles, we should live them. A person who lives with integrity needs no external validation. They can look themselves in the eye and know they are not a liar. If we want to build confidence, we must close the gap between who we are and who we pretend to be. Stop performing for the crowd. Start living by the standards you claim to admire. The reward is not in applause, but inner strength. When we speak less and do more, when we stop explaining and start embodying, we carry a power that no critic can take away. We stop fearing exposure because there is nothing to hide. Integrity makes us heavy in the best sense, impossible to move or manipulate. 6. Welcome fate as a friend. The Stoics called it amor fati, the love of fate. Not passive acceptance, but an embrace of everything that happens as necessary, as part of the whole. This is the most difficult step, to stop cursing misfortune and start seeing it as training. Marcus wrote that a blazing fire takes whatever you throw into it and turns it into a flame. That is confidence, not the fragile kind that need things to go right, but the unshakable kind that use every blow as fuel. When we stop wishing the world were different, we are finally free to act in the world as it is. Amor fati does not make us passive. It makes us dangerous, because we cannot be broken by what we love. A Stoic who loves fate becomes untouchable, because even pain is welcome in their world. 7. Keep a philosophical journal. Every night, Marcus Aurelius wrote to himself, not to publish, not to impress, but to sharpen his mind, to examine his failures, to prepare for tomorrow. This is a practice available to all of us. Writing clears the fog. It forces honesty. It strengthens the reasoning part of the soul so that when emotion surges, we have a solid ground to stand on. If we want to live deliberately, we must think deliberately. Every day, the journal becomes a mirror for the soul, showing us where we are living small, where we are lying to ourselves, where we can be braver tomorrow. This is not a diary of feelings. It is a training ground for the mind. Each page is a step toward freedom. Closing call. Here's the truth. The world will not get easier. The storms will not stop. If we want to be free, we have to get stronger. Stoicism gives us the tools. Control what we can, rehearse adversity, master emotion, remember death, live with integrity, love our fate, and reflect daily. We can build confidence that no insult, no loss, no tragedy can take away. Not tomorrow, not next year, but starting right now, with this moment. Stand firm. The storm is here. Let it shape you. And when the world comes to test you, as it always will, you will not only survive, you will stand unbroken.